So it has been a month in real time since we last visited Impossible Landscapes in Delta Green. I don't have a huge recap from the last session. For those listening and watching the live play, you can go back and listen to that recap. But essentially, in a nutshell, you guys are at the Dorchester House investigating the disappearance of some Delta Green agents. Strangely enough, a call that Agent Maya has made to her handler that she's interacted with before, or at least a number she has called for operations, has no record of this operation, right? India Moon. Nor do they have record of an Agent Exeter, which was the original handler that met you at the restaurant. And so you, with Agent Exeter, you guys, and with some guidance from Delta Green, they've said, hey, we don't know about this, but find out what you can and then report back. Since then, you have gone to, well, you've destroyed a radio with a golden bug in it. And then, yes. And then you visited the Dorchester House, which is where Agent Exeter, your supposed handler, has directed you.
Which I would like to add, we have not yet destroyed.
Yes. So in case anybody had any questions on whether they have destroyed the Dorchester House, that has not been achieved yet.
Stay tuned.
Yes. It's still early.
They've
only been there
gasoline
for what appears to be a day or an afternoon.
12 hours.
Yeah. Remember the end of the last chapter? Just
I've collected all the toilet paper from all of the bathrooms and the janitor's closets, and we're going to set this place up. That's all we can find.
Heading that way.
Sorry, Sean.
Don't.
Are you recapping something?
You have nothing to apologize for yet.
We're getting there.
Through Dr. Dallin and Nurse Samagina, that you have interacted with, you ran into one of the orderlies that had a bag and what appeared to be a child-size mummy of some kind. For some reason, he was talking to it, it seemed. And you guys got into a conference room to question him, only to hear voices yourself coming from what appears to be this mummy that wasn't, it didn't seem that the resident expert could Agent Mignon or Jerry is now, I guess, Jerry could decipher. Approached by I guess going into not doing a full recap, I guess I've actually done that so far. So
yeah, if you want to skip the mummy part, I am okay with skipping anything about the mummy.
My first question when we start is, where's the mummy?
Yep.
Where's my mummy?
Terrified. Yep.
You eventually run into one of the patients at Dorchester House, one that appears to be or have some reputation in the world, especially Agent Maya, who recognizes him as a murderer, convicted murderer, Ed Wist, who killed his mother, father, sister in California when he was 16, and now he's approximately 22. And he slipped Jerry a note while Jerry was going to the bathroom at the Dorchester House. Would you remember what the note read, Jerry?
They're still in here. Something.
How did you find me? Thought you had left. Any case, they are still here at night.
That's exactly what I remember.
It is now. It's not what the note says.
I'm ready to read my note.
That's exactly correct. Yes, and then of course, we get to that later. So eventually the crew does an investigation or an overview of the Dorchester House, has the tour to include security, meeting the orderly that oversees the security room. And then eventually you guys decide, we've got a lot of information here. We're going to go through some records, and we're going to check my weapon in, Agent Maya's weapon in, to her vehicle out of the Dorchester House, go back in, order some food, and look over some things and stay the evening. And at the end of the last session, the three agents, Agent Perez, Agent Mignon, and Agent Maya wake up in the dark in a bed wearing strange clothing, what appears to be like a set of pajamas, in their own room, laying on their back, and they look upon themselves, and there's some light that enters the room, but it's dark, and there's some restraints that come from the bed, but their arms are free and their legs are free. So the restraints aren't binding.
Before we get to the question about the mummy, are the three of us in three rooms, or
You don't
each
know.
of us? Sorry.
Yeah.
Am I in a room by myself, or am I in a room with the two of them?
Yeah. That would be each single person is in their own room alone part. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Yes.
Wanted to clarify.
Yes. You are alone. Or
All right.
are you?
Right. But I appear alone as far as I know at the
You appear
moment.
to be alone.
Very good. Okay. Go ahead. You can ask about the mummy now.
What mummy?
Right.
I don't know. I don't know any mummy. I will get up from the bed.
Very good.
And you say when it appears that I am in my room, do you mean I am in a room that I recognize, or I am in a room by myself, apparently?
You are in a room by yourself.
Not like your childhood,
but not a
bedroom or
room that
something
I
like that.
recognize.
It seems familiar enough where you've seen it
Just a few
earlier,
hours ago.
a few hours ago.
Right. Okay. So
But
it looks like one
from a
of the
different
rooms.
it's as if you woke up not being in your own house, and it could be a hotel room, it could be, somewhere that at first it's jarring because you realize you're not in your own room, in your own house where you reside. Things don't look familiar. And then you realize
I'm not at the desk where I fell asleep studying whatever it was I was studying.
You are not in the conference room of the Dorchester House where you thought you might have fallen asleep on the cots that you were actually given, and for the for whatever accommodations that really stand out. But once you get your senses, you realize that it seems like a room within the Dorchester House.
All right. Yeah. I will stand up, look around the room. I'm looking first for that damn newspaper collage thing to see if I'm in that room.
You are not. But it seems very standard. I mean, even with the description that we had at the end of the last session, there's a armoire of some kind, like a wooden closet structure or furniture in the room, a desk, a chair, but very limited. There's no personal effects that you can see. And when you look down towards your feet as you're lying or as you kind of rise up, you realize you're in this gown, pajamas, top and bottoms, and then you have a set of slippers at the side of your bed.
I feel that to Jerry, this is probably going to be a sand roll, because this is directly dealing with his depersonalization disorder, where he is not part of what is going on. So according to these acute episodes, I have to roll.
Now, I don't know if anybody rolled last session. Did we?
No, I think we just ended on the cliffhanger.
Yeah, I
We
think
ended,
we did
everybody
not
should
roll.
be rolling.
Just for a dream?
Sanity. Dream?
Oh, this is not how we do it. That's funny.
And this is definitely not how we do it.
I'm so
Just
used to that.
rolling
Roll
those
things
dice.
at the desk. Yeah. There we go.
Do you lose anything if you succeed?
Oh, there it is.
Critical
Critical
failure.
Wow.
Let the narrative begin.
Good thing you're in a room by yourself.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, for
a
us.
long time, apparently.
That's right. You're never getting out.
That's like max sanity loss, I think.
You might put those restraints on yourself if you can. At least one of those arms.
This is the perfect roll. I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm wondering how to do this. Give it some thought here. Maya, what is your current sanity?
I think she's at 50. She rolled a 15.
Okay. What's Perez's?
80.
Wow.
I know. I don't
That is a
understand.
rock. I got a whole thing I want to do with Maya, though, so carry on.
Okay. Let's see. You're 90, Mantillo?
80. 80.
Oh, sorry. And then Jerry, what is yours currently?
3.
I am at 58. Feels
Before
like
the
it's going to
effects
get
of-
lower.
Yes.
Feels like it's going to get lower.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. A critical failure from Agent Mignon. Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right. And Agent Mantillo, you succeeded?
Correct.
And Agent Maya succeeded.
Success.
Okay, excellent. Very, very good. All right. So, any questions up to this point? Besides,
Do you want to take us?
go ahead, Harrigan.
Want to take us one at a time?
Well, and
Because
I want to be cautious of this too, because if you guys are all individuals, this, we'll want to make
So
sure.
real quick, because I have a disorder,
Yes.
anytime I lose sanity, I have to make another sanity roll. If that roll fails, my disorder takes over.
Oh, well, of course it does.
So
Go
I
for it,
will
Jerry.
By all means.
roll.
Bum, bum,
A
bum, bum,
lot of,
bum,
lot of breathing.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, well
No
done.
problem.
All right.
Success.
All right.
No
Oh.
problem.
A 5. Nicely done.
All right, Jerry, you think about what that looks like. Sean, if you don't mind, I can tell you what Maya's doing.
For sure.
So, how dark is the room? Is it like dark outside? Is there a window where there's like moonlight coming in?
Yeah.
What does that part look
Yeah,
like?
there's a window. There's like a glow in the room, a midnight-ish glow from the moon outside.
So as she comes to, she's disoriented. I can imagine her just a little bit of like head back and forth, and then her eyes are open, and she's like, "What the fuck? Where am I?" And when she swings her feet off the bed, and they touch the cold floor, her bare feet. She's like, "Oh no, no, no!" And she's recognizing the room, right? And I would imagine the door is there, and it's probably clearly not easy to open from this side. Is that true?
I don't know. Are you getting up out of bed to check the door?
Yeah. Yep. So she's going to pad right to the door.
Okay.
But, yep. Go ahead.
You go to grab the door and you push open the door and it opens.
We are of one mind.
It opens.
It opens.
Okay. So tell me this. Does she have underwear on? And is it her underwear?
That's a very
That sounds like a strange question. Maya worries about these things.
For the record, I was not thinking that.
You will now. Am I wearing underwear?
It's in the sketchbook now.
Guess it all depends on the answer and the significance, because then everybody else will be underwear piling.
That's right.
Her mindset as she heads to the door is like, where's my shit? Like, where's my phone? Where are my keys? Like, what the hell kind of thing, right? As she's heading to the door. So that's why I asked, like, has she been, is everything that was hers, is it gone?
It is. You have no personal possessions. You check the door frantically and it opens. You look around, you see no personal possessions. You maybe frantically go through the desk and pull out drawers and look. There's nothing in there. The closet armoire, you flip open the latch and pull the door open, and there just seems to be the same gown attire that you're wearing currently, pajamas.
Okay, so she's actually not going to look hard in the room. If she, in a cursory way, like my shit's not here, then she's going right up a door. You can flip to someone else in a second here, but her heart is pounding. And as she enters the hallway, she's very like looking one way than the other. She is now thinking like, oh shit, this whole thing was a trap to get Delta Green agents here and like draw them in. This whole thing wasn't real in terms of the opera. But she is freaked, even though she's made her sanity roll. She's calm. She's executing her shit. But she is freaked as she enters the hallway. You can focus on a different room.
Agent Mantillo.
Deep. Yeah, so I had the same thoughts out of bed. Actually, the first thing though was to go to the window and look outside. And so my memory was that the first floor people had no personal items, which I thought was really weird. And the third floor people had some items. So I want to find out what floor I'm on. That's my first floor. Look out the window, see what floor I'm on. If I'm even in the building, if I'm in Boston, what I see the skyline. So that's my first plan.
Okay. Okay. So as you go to the window, with me just a second.
Okay. John, can I just take a moment to, out of character, state that I am mesmerized by your, I don't even know what it is, your hoodie, your sweatshirt, your sweater, your vest, your jacket. It's so beautifully subtle that I'm just, and on camera that I just, it's really excellent.
Thank you, Edwin. I appreciate that.
It almost looks like Sean has a gigantic mullet in the back, and it's going down over his shoulders and chest, and he's dyed it like bear color. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah,
it's a hoodie with a weird pattern on it.
That's what I couldn't tell was whether it was a pattern or if it's like one of those velour things where it just appears to have a pattern and it shifts with the lighting.
No. Straight cotton, no sheen to this. No.
Okay. No. Yeah. That's amazing.
Right. No way, he's wearing a fur, man. That's a mink. Look at it.
It looks like a mink. Yeah, it's definitely. It's like a camo, like night camo mink.
This will get you nowhere in this game. I'm just letting you know.
Apparently, even though Mantillo didn't lose sanity, he seems to have,
or the player seems to have.
Nothing else we've done has gotten us anywhere. I don't see why I should, expect anything different.
GM insults are next.
Exactly.
Nice glasses, Sean. Jesus.
We haven't tried bribes yet. At least I haven't. Maybe you guys have. I don't know. Did you send him a bottle of whiskey?
A good idea.
So you look out the window and it looks to go out into a courtyard of some kind, but it's somewhat out, and the light comes down, but you don't see the moon, so it's illuminating the area like it would be as if the moon was out, but you can't make heads or tails of it, and there seems to be like a window directly across the way from you.
Are there any lights on in the window or windows across the way from me?
There are not.
And how high up do I think I am?
It is. You cannot tell. You look down and it's dark. Like the shadow comes from a weird angle, and but it looks dark down below. But it looks like you might be up at least maybe one level.
I will attempt to open the window.
You open up the window, and you realize that you look down and into the darkness, and you think, given the kind of where you stick your head out, I guess, of the window, that there's a floor below, like a surface.
Non-Euclidean, don't do it.
I reach for my flashlight, which I don't have, and I
Right.
reach for my gun, which I don't have.
Correct.
And then I swear, and I crawl out the window and attempt to go down,
Okay.
I guess, to this floor.
Yeah. So as you get out the window, there's probably a very short 4-foot drop. It's not very far at all, and boom, you hit a firm, solid surface. Feels like a floor of some
I'm
kind.
barefoot, so yeah, whatever it feels like, stone
cool
or
tile,
wood or
cool tile floor. Yep.
Interesting. Okay. Would you like me to keep going?
Yeah. Are you going to walk across the way? You seem as though when you walk in here and you look around, there seems to be a glow from above, as if there were a moon. You don't see the moon, and then there is like kind of the place that you had come out of. There's something across the way, probably 30 feet from you. Another window.
So I am convinced I have found the 4th floor, and I'm remembering that place of infinite
Yes.
hotel rooms or whatever it was from many years ago. But so I will cross straight to that other window. Assume as I look left and right, I don't see any other windows.
Correct.
But I'm
yes.
looking for them.
They're more solid walls. Yeah.
Solid wall. Yeah. So I will cross to that other window and I will attempt to peek in.
Okay.
Hold my hands up to the glass.
All right. Fantastic. Jerry Gladstone, cut to you. You are in your room.
So it is important to know if and how much sanity I have lost.
Is it important to know?
According to the sanity loss,
According to the rules,
get another disorder, and what may or may not happen because I am near my breaking point. Yes, it definitely matters.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
If I know. I remember last time there was some weirdness about that when we exited.
Weirdness? That's strange. I don't recall.
Strangeness.
I don't recall the weirdness.
There was nothing weird in our game ever.
Do you speak of?
Ever. So am I taking sanity loss at this moment?
You seem fine.
Okay, I seem fine.
Oh no! Remember this?
Yeah, I totally remember it.
It all builds up.
I think you. I think inherently you are adjusting to the like where you are, but it doesn't hit you. You're not panicking for some reason. You don't feel anxious. There isn't. You don't have any compulsion or. You're not.
I believe that is because of my depersonalization disorder, where I am not part of this story at the moment. I may or may not believe I am in the asylum for whatever reason that I've not figured out.
Impartial observer.
Yeah, so I don't see my other companions. It is just me. I wake up. Has it been all a dream? Maybe, I don't know.
Here's hope.
I'm going to be very slow about what I'm doing. I may look out the window. Do I see anything that out the window? Is there anything do I see our car? Is there something that I would recognize?
You do see across the way that there seems to be another window, and there's a light that's kind of coming down. It does illuminate your room to some degree, so you're not in pitch blackness. And you don't see the moon from above, but similar to what Agent Mantillo had seen, you have a window across the way. There seems to be movement from the room across, probably 30, 35 feet away.
Okay.
It appears to be somewhat of a courtyard of some kind. It looks like you would be up a level, but you're not sure because you can't. As you look down, it's darkness. So it could be darkness down to the ground, or it could be a surface of some kind. It could be a rooftop. But to the left and right are walls that seem to indicate that you are on a square structure of some kind.
So Since there's no personalized effects that I would recognize, I'm not in my own clothes. I don't see my books. I don't have people that I was here with. I don't see anything outside that I recognize. I am going to just hang out in my room for now. Seriously, he's going to just be hanging, looking around, thinking, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Did you do
I know
that?
it's not exciting, but that's what I'm doing.
No, that's okay. It doesn't always have to be go, go, go.
Yeah.
As you do sit there for a few minutes, and not very long, actually, probably less than 5 minutes, and there appears to be like all of a sudden the light in your room flickers a little bit, and in a way that something's blocking the light from outside. You look at the window and you see Agent Mantillo looking inside into your room. Agent Mantillo, you do see as you approach the window looking inside, strangely enough, Jerry Gladstone, Agent Mignon, pondering at the foot of his bed.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the foot of my bed, just, let's say peaceful, almost complacent, like just trying to figure things out.
So based on how I opened my window, whether there was a latch or a push or whatever, do I think I can open this window from the outside?
Probably a little more difficult, but you can give it a check. You can try. If you want to do a strength times 5 check.
All right. If that's what it is, I will just attempt to open it then. Let's see. Skills, physical, strength. Go.
Okay.
That is a success.
So there isn't a latch, so you kind of have to futz around and get your fingers in. You kind of got a corner that's a little bit not square, right, and set. So you kind of put your fingers in there and trace it along the frame of the window. And it seems to be like on a hinge, much like the one you came out of, and you can pop it open and it swings into the room. You can push on it.
Jerry.
What?
Oh,
and then it rushes back in. I see Mantillo's face. I look around. I look away from her for a minute. I'm like, is this, could I be dreaming? I have no idea. And then the shrillness of her voice in my ear. Like how I'm used to Mantillo. What is going on? And I help, and I open the window.
Right, yeah, and I'll start climbing in. I do not have a friggin' clue what's going on. We were in the conference room, right? You and me and Maya working.
I'm having a hard time remembering right now.
Oh, good.
Probably the wrong person to ask.
Well, you're the only person I got.
Where's Maya?
I don't know. I was surprised to find you, frankly. Have you been outside I'm going to actually go back out or put my head back out the window and search double extra hard for a third window.
Yeah, you don't see anything out there. The only the one that you came from and the one that you skittered through into.
Maybe she's across the way. A hall.
Maybe she's out in the hall. Yeah. So you what? You haven't. How long have you been up? How long have you been here?
I don't know the second answer, but I've been up for a few minutes, just trying to. I was just trying to make right of this, and I don't want out of character. I don't want to say too much because now I'm kind of like, all right, I don't want them to see my full feelings of. I don't really know what's going on.
Right. Out of character.
Did you try the door? I mean, is the door?
I don't know. Let's go. I feel like I don't even wait for you to finish that thought, and I will go and try to open the door.
And the door opens.
I will look out the hall, left and right, up and down.
Yeah, it seems like the familiar hall that you had seen and traveled as you got the tour from Nurse Samagina. And it seems to be quiet and dimly lit. But you're not sure what the light source is. There's not the lights that are usually in the ceilings. The incandescent lights aren't on. It seems like it's almost like a hospital that's had a power outage, but yet there's still some lighting
Still
that's
light somewhere.
taking place. And Agent Maya, did you exit your room?
Yeah, when we last saw her, she was creeping. She was looking left, then right, and then creeping into the hall.
Yeah. And so as you guys, Mantillo, you look out the hall, you've seen the back of a female at the end of the hallway, probably 20 feet away, with their back towards you. And it doesn't sound like you guys are being overly sneaky, but Agent Maya, given the atmosphere, things seem relatively quiet, and you hear this door behind you open, like click, click, and it opens slowly.
Do doors, Sean, open into the hall from the room, or do they open into the room from the hall?
They would open. That's a good question. They probably would open into the room.
Into the room,
Yeah.
I would assume.
Into the room.
When she hears that sound, she darts back inside of her room and is just like leaving one eye like this so she can see what's down there.
Sure.
So I put my head out first. I look left, I look right. I don't see anything, or maybe I do. I don't know if I see that movement or not, and then I'll step out into the hall.
Yeah, you see, I would say you probably catch a glimpse of the figure ducking into a room.
Maya, is that you?
You hear Agent Mantillo's voice, Maya, coming down from the hallway, from the direction the door opened.
She steps directly out into the hallway, and not that quietly. She says, Mantillo, what the fuck is going on? And she starts walking down the hallway towards you. Her feet are like squeaking on the tile.
Is that Maya, Mantillo?
That's Maya. So it's the three of us, and I feel like we're going to find the people we're looking for, which I'm not excited about.
Who are we looking for?
The agents who are missing.
In stereo.
Yeah.
Maya actually points at both of you and herself. She goes, agents who are now missing?
Yeah.
Like
we
us.
just disappeared from a room without leaving the room. That's what just happened to us.
Right.
We're now on the 4th floor.
Okay.
What if this place is some sort of like prison for Delta Green operatives?
Okay.
What?
It's set up to like take them in and so they can't escape.
Why would it? I think it's crazier than that. I think if they wanted to put us in prison, they'd just lock us up. I mean, what this? I think it's a whole lot worse than what you think is going on.
I just start walking.
Not to make you feel
down
better or
the
anything.
hall. I start walking down the hall
Start walking
slowly.
down the hall. Excellent.
Yeah.
So Mantillo, while he's walking away, Maya will lower her voice and say, look, I know what you mean. I know it's fucking crazy. It's not just like a prison. What I mean is they lured us here so we get lost in this place. Whatever it is. Just like the place in New York. Right?
But why? I agree it's just like the place in New York. What I don't see is, like, why? I mean, they could just shoot us.
They invited us specifically.
No, somebody invited us here. You're that Exeter dude. I mean, somebody got us here. It's absolutely true.
I open the first door I get to.
She looks at him as he's doing that. And she goes, how is he? Is he with us?
He was just sitting there, like, on his bed. So, yes.
What's the best way to get out of here? What do you think?
So I was in the hall. I was across the courtyard, like, and I point to the window. I was like, I was in a room across a courtyard from here so I feel like we must be in some kind of, I didn't see your window though. Did you have a window in your room?
You would have been on the other opposite side wall to them. Maya.
I did have a window.
I wonder if you have a courtyard also. We
My
should
room's
look in
ready.
your room on the other side because I'm worried about. Do you remember that? Remember that infinite place we were in? Room after room after room.
Yes.
After we were on the 4th floor.
Yes.
What if we're in something like that? How did we get out? We just backtracked, right?
Jerry.
He's probably going to want to find a book.
As I put my hand on the doorknob and start to open it. Yeah.
Stay together. We're going to check my window, and then we'll start checking rooms. Stay together. Don't come back. Maya's going to lead Mantillo into her room so she can check the window to see if it like squares up with what she saw from her own room.
I will follow.
Okay. Maya, you go back into your room and there's a window and Mantillo, you accompany her. Jerry, are you with them as well, I'm guessing?
Yeah. I'm gonna, as I go to open the door, I don't open it.
Okay.
And I walk back that way.
Okay. Going to Agent Maya's room. It's a similar layout to both of yours, right? Armoire, desk, chair, bed, restraints, no personal items, a glow from outside the window, and there is a window. So going down the hallway, they're on one side, Maya, you're on the other, down a little ways, but there seems to be a similar window that exits out of your room. And when you look outside it, it's similar to what I described to Edwin and what Agent Mantillo had seen, and as well as Agent Mignon. There seems to be some moonlight,
shadowy courtyard.
Yeah, shadowy courtyard kind of looking. So it almost looks like a duplicate area. I mean, rationality tells you it's probably a similar architecture. Like they've got two
We're in
blocks.
a figure 8 now. Yeah.
Or of some kind. Maybe a B of a building, right? Where you're looking onto the insides of the capital letter B, or so it seems. Hard to tell.
Is there a window
across the courtyard?
Yes.
Okay. And so this does not look like the same architecture as Dorchester House, right?
It does not.
It did not have these courtyards.
No.
So when Maya's looking out, Sean,
mm-hmm.
she's got her nails digging into her hand, like almost hard enough to draw blood if she can. She's just trying to wake herself up, is this real kind of thing? Not telling anybody she's doing that, but she's just digging them in.
Yeah, the pain is real.
I open the window.
Okay, you open the window. You kind of twist the latch. You pull it in towards you, and it looks very similar to what you had just climbed out of your room and across the courtyard to meet with.
What's the weather like? What's the air temperature?
The air seems very still. It's probably a room temperature. There's no airflow. It doesn't seem cool or warm, and it's serene. It doesn't seem to have any outside noises or sounds. Like if the only sound you hear is the sound you make.
I feel like that's where we want to go. I point across the courtyard.
To that other window?
Yeah.
Why?
So I left my room, crossed the courtyard, and found Jerry's room. You're next. So somebody else should be in that next one.
Maya doesn't see the logic, but she's like, okay, I don't know what else to try. Otherwise, we're just going to wander the hallways here.
That's what I don't want to do. Hate those hallways.
Sean, we don't have... No, never mind. I'm even going to ask. Tools, string, nothing. We got what we're wearing, and that's it.
Yeah,
we can make string if you want.
You've literally got underwear on,
pajamas,
and like a top and bottom, kind of to a gown, and
we have underwear
slippers.
Now. That's a win.
Yeah,
that's good.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're not going commando. It's all.
So I will crawl out the window, start walking across the courtyard.
Maya will help her out and then help Jerry out as well. Jerry's coming to the room.
All right. So Agent Mantillo, are you kind of leading the way in this across the way? Okay.
It seems like I am.
Similar situation. You drop down. It's probably about 4 feet. seems like it's stable. It doesn't give. It's probably hard as concrete. As you can tell, it's cool if you don't have any slippers on. And
I don't.
it's almost like you're walking across the cement basement floor. And you go across the way, and you have to go up a little bit to the window, but it's very similar to the one that you had gone into for. As a matter of fact, this one's open. When you get there, you realize that it's cracked open, and all you have to do is just push on it.
I will listen. I will look, and then yeah.
All right, listening. You don't hear anything, and as you look inside, it's a little bit brighter lit than even Agent Mignon's room when you went across. And you see that there seems to be, like, you walk in the window, or there's the window and the sill that's probably, at a certain height. And then when you look inside, there is a floor about 3 feet down. And then there's, to the right, as you look inside, a stairwell that goes down and a stairwell that goes up.
I swear quietly, and then I crawl into the. I'll crawl into the window, into the room.
Okay, and the room is essentially a probably a 10-foot by 10-foot kind of square. And again, to the right is a stairwell that goes down, and then to the left there's a stairwell that goes up. There's railings, so there's kind of a guardrail.
There's no exit door.
It's a stairwell.
But there's no exit door onto the floor like a stairwell would have.
You'd have to go down the stairs. You can't see the...
We might be mid-flight, right?
Mid-flight,
yeah,
right.
Correct. Right.
Yep.
It's another nonsense house.
Mantillo, what do you see? Maya comes up to the window, looks
stairs
in.
up, stairs down.
Is there an exterior door into the building in this area? Do we see a door on the outside or no?
You don't. And oddly enough, you don't see like an upper end to the building. Like if Agent Mantillo says, well, there's a stairs on the left that goes up, the building structure looks like it's, it might, might go up 10
If
feet.
I look around the courtyard, do I see any doors entering this courtyard?
No.
And you're saying, Sean, that like the roof line is sort of faintly visible to us. So we can tell this is not like a 10-story structure, right?
Correct.
Yeah. And Maya's like, where do those stairs down go? We're already on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, it's the only way in. I don't see any doors. So
Go to the basement. They could go up. Maybe they go to the 6th floor. Maybe we finally found the fucking 6th floor.
Maya crawls through. He helps
I
don't
see any other reason not to go in. I'm not sitting in the courtyard. So
Yeah. So you look to your left and right as everybody is standing on this in the stairwell essentially, and you can go left and go up, or you can go right and go down.
Up, down.
Maya
What do you think?
Maya just says, you choose, but we stay together. The three of us, we stay together.
All right.
normally, if you want to exit a building, you go down.
All right. Let's go up. Everything's messed. Everything's messed up. If I can get on the roof, that'd be awesome. We don't even know where
All right.
we could be anywhere.
So
Maya
you,
just says, let's go. She starts climbing the stairs.
so you go up the stairs, and it's probably a flight, of stairs, and then it comes to kind of a small cement platform, and then it curls back, goes up another flight of stairs, and there's a door.
How far up can I see if I look up? Like, at the door, does the stairs stop, or can I see up?
It stops at the door. Like it, yeah.
And what about
you? Can't. You're like, I'm gonna look up the stairwell. It kind of ends at the door.
And turns.
and what about looking down? Looking down over the railing, down the stairwell.
It goes down, and it goes down quite a ways, like probably 3 floors that you can tell from where you are before it gets pretty dark.
Doing like a classic. Yep.
Spiraling around. Yep.
What's the light like in here? Kind of just a spectral kind of twilight that doesn't seem to be coming from anywhere.
Correct.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a dim light.
Correct.
And is the door featureless, or does it have like security writing on it, or metal, wood, fire door? Like,
Yeah, the door seems familiar. Sam and Gina had ushered you through these doors, a few of them, going through hallways and rooms and the different wings of Dorchester House. So it's a pretty sturdy door. It's metal. It's got a window, right, like a mesh, and then a mesh within the glass, and you
Look
could
through
see.
that.
Yeah, you could look in, and you see an individual that passes by the glass as you look through. Very briefly, actually startling you, as they just kind of pass right past the glass.
Did everyone see that, or just Maya?
Everybody who's looking at the door would see it and notice it.
Okay, so whoever wasn't there, she's like, there's someone right outside the door. They just walked past.
it's going to be one of those agents.
Should we go?
Yeah.
Maya is through that door.
Okay,
Pushing.
all right. You open the door, and there seems to be it looks vaguely familiar. It appears to be the same place that you had found the orderly in his bag. Like you open up the door and the hallway widens out quite a bit, right? And it goes right to left. As a matter of fact, it seems as though if you were to go right, it might be where the bathroom was, where Jerry had gone, kind of down around the corner. And if you go to the left, that's where you are talking to Ed.
Are there any cameras?
No, there's actually there is the cameras that were in the same positions as the last time you were here.
Do they have? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Just gonna say, so this is like picture perfect, same hallway, not like alike. It is the same hallway.
As far as you can tell, it is.
Yeah.
But you don't remember this door.
Right.
Yeah, gotcha. But otherwise, we're like, this is the hallway we were in.
Correct.
Does the camera look on? Do I see a little red light or whatever other telltale there might be?
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's like, if you go to the right a little bit, probably kind of kitty corner to you, there's the conference room where you interrogated the orderly, right? It's kind of in
And
the
where
corner.
we were sleeping.
No.
No.
Oh, different conference room.
This is where we had
Okay,
the
that's
mummy.
right. That was down on the first floor.
This is where
That's
we-
right. Okay.
Yeah. So did we see the person who just walked past? Is there anybody up here?
You do actually, and he's kind of walked around the corner. He's walking down the hall, and it appears, if you take a gander around the corner, that he seems to be going from room to room.
Just like that other place.
And the
That's
hallway
crazy.
he's walking down is a little bit brighter lit. It would be as if it's there's the incandescent lights aren't on, but it's brighter than where you're coming from.
He's doing like rounds, like checking doors.
It appears to be like that, and by the stature of the person, it looks like a average build male individual with short hair and kind of a peppering color. And
Pajamas or
Nope.
orderly or
no, it looks like a coat, like a sweater of some kind, maybe, and glasses from kind of just the edging of his face, walking away from you, but kind of looking around and
Maya says, "Hey," just calls out to him.
yeah, and he turns around and you notice. Let's see, right. Bear with me. You guys, sheetish. Oops. What is that? What'd you guys?
He looks weird.
A
man.
watch.
Yeah,
He looks totally weird.
that is not what I wanted to show you. So I had a guy up and then it disappeared. Bear with me.
Close to I'm not gonna
Yeah.
cheat.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice
Please
watch.
close it if you've seen it.
I
I
closed
literally hit share and then it switched the picture and I'm like, what is going on?
Ooh, weird.
And it did it again.
Really
Wow,
bad
who is
again.
that guy?
That is really odd.
We call him
People
watch
look like
face.
clocks in this world.
No,
It's
Yeah.
almost 10 to G.
I'm going to delete.
Doc clock.
I'm going to delete that. So now let's see if I can.
And now, uh-oh. Now we're
Oh, we
seeing
just
something
lost a
else.
clue forever now.
Well, I'll have to re-add it.
Now we're seeing a brick house.
Are you serious?
Brick.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
this is not.
I'm not seeing it.
I'm not. Harrigan is totally fibbing.
He's not.
Oh,
He's not.
He just shared it with you, with one person.
Maya.
Yes, he's a brick house.
Oh.
I'm wondering because I think Foundry did some weird things with how these work, so I may have really.
Fits right in with the scenario.
I was going to
Okay.
say they did that on purpose. They did that
That's
on purpose.
right. I'm
To
going to
make
share
the
this.
GM feel like, what?
So like 5e stuff comes up. We're like, what? No.
Suck the
Don't
GM.
want this.
Let's take 5. I will figure this out and show you what's going on, and then we'll continue.
Sweet.
All right, we're back. And you guys should be able to see this. If this comes out with a different guy, I think I got to quit for the night because then it's starting to play tricks on me.
Well, remember you said that.
So,
I
right?
see a guy.
So that's
Got a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it with the...
So that's a gentleman that turns around and greets you. He says, "Oh, yes, okay, well, we must continue."
Yes.
Continue what?
He said, "I'm doing rounds to check on the patients, make sure everybody's doing okay."
What's your name, sir?
I'm Dr. Friend.
Dr. Friend.
Dr. Friend, that's right. You know who I am.
Sure. Yeah.
Now,
That's good. That's good.
I severely
let's do the
searched my
rounds.
memory
Absolutely.
for Dr. Friend.
Are we going to go see Ray?
Ray?
Ray.
Ray. Because you were a little
No?
confused.
Ray and
Oh, sorry.
Elvin and Kim?
I don't know if they're... No, I don't... No.
Yeah.
Just going to go to this next room here, see how things
Sure.
are
I
going.
bet that's where Ed is.
And
yeah.
And you guys, let's see, you are
Getting the heck out of here. That's what we is.
Oh yes, of course you are. And he kind of smiles and grins. Yes. Well, now we know that's not really. Now that's not. You're here for a reason.
Maya, your turn.
Maya
Are
says,
we?
we're not patients.
Huh? Oh, right. Yes, of course. No, I know. And I'm not a doctor. Haha.
Is Dr. Dallin here? Can we see him?
Who?
Oh, of course.
What I thought.
The head doctor for this whole place.
No, I'm the head doctor. Yes, that's right.
Dr. Friend.
And he turns around
the,
and he starts
Dorchester?
going. He starts walking down the hallway and he goes to the next door on the hall. And
Did he have a badge of any sort on his, like, hanging off his chest or anything?
Yeah. Yep.
Was it legible?
It is
Mostly to see if
Sure.
it is. Does it look like the Dorchester?
Yep.
Like they say, yeah.
Can you
I
show us-
hang back a little bit and I say, past or future, what do you think? Either of you read up about the history of the Dorchester? This guy was the director before, or maybe he's the next director.
Maya looks up at the camera. This is not past, right?
That's good. That's good. We must have gone forward. That's messed up.
Doesn't have to be time. I mean, it's
Different reality, parallel
just
universe.
it's just not real.
Think we're still dreaming?
Dr. Friend, she calls out.
Yes.
getting away.
Yes.
Can you lead us to some other patients? We're looking for our friends, and we think they're here.
Of course they are. We're all friends here. Which one were you looking for, dear?
Well, we gave you the names, and you didn't recognize them, so maybe they were using different names here.
Oh, that
Just
could
take
be.
it. Just take us to some.
Sure.
Whoever's closest.
Well, as soon as I do rounds, and I'll have to find now where is Edward? Edward.
Ed. I'd like to see Ed.
Ed.
Yeah.
Edward. And he's
Does he like pizza? Pizza? He likes pizza.
pizza. Well, I'm
No,
sure he
I don't think
does.
he-
I'm
I
sure
don't
he
think he
likes
does,
pizza.
actually.
And he kind of looks at you and says, "Don't we all like pizza?" And he looks at Mignon and looks at Maya for affirmation.
I just looks at him coldly. There's no affirmation.
Okay, well, all right then. Alrighty then. And he says, "Okay, well, we should continue. But well, we'll wait for Edward. Where is he? Edward. And then, you hear a door at the end of the hallway open up and another individual pops out into the hallway. And of course, I'm going to have to pull his picture up as well.
Oh, so it's not Ed Wist.
And
Ed
Find
Wist.
out.
let's see, he is
Close.
let's see.
It's funny, this picture of him, because it looks like there was a nice picture of him and then somebody painted
Someone
on his beard and mustache.
Drew the goatee. I thought the same thing.
It's probably all Detwiller, right? In his
I was going to say
art.
Detwiller and company they were in a hurry.
It would be funny if they were all the same person.
Wait. Mirror universe goatee. Come on, it's Star Trek.
I just thought maybe they used like Mario paint or something. I don't know.
Oh dear.
And you see Edward, and this gentleman starts coming down the hallway. He's a large man, and Friend is a little shorter than anticipated. He's probably a little bit below average in height. He's probably around 5'6". Edward, he's probably clocking in 6'4", pretty big guy. And he kind of lumbers his way down the hall. And
I stand behind Mantillo.
And you can see him. He's, very balding on top, very short hair. His face has a bit of a rose hue to it. His nose looks like it might have been broken at one time, but very prominent and slender face, and his ears sticking out on the side of his head. He's, there you are, Edward. Good. Thank you. I wanted you to company for rounds. And he's and he nods and kind of grunts.
Is Edward wearing normal clothes or pajamas or something else?
He's wearing like a nurse's gown.
Nurse's outfit.
Yep,
Okay.
nurse's outfit. Yep.
And this is not like a grown-up, larger version of Ed Wist. This is a whole different guy.
Yes, correct.
Dr. Friend doesn't find it at all strange that we're out in the hallway.
Super friendly.
Why would I think why would I find this strange? Oh, come on.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go do the rounds.
Okay.
That seems wonderful.
Oh, very well.
We'll come with you.
Now, okay, you can come with. That's fine. But remember, there's rules, and so and he goes to the next door, like to a door, and Edward is with him. He is, all right, Mr. Ed, and then Mr. Ed opens the door. He opens the door, and Dr. Friend, looks in the room. They must not be here. That's strange. Well, maybe we could find them in the halls. They might be wandering around. Here we go. And walks out the room. Edward closes the door and he just closes it. Doesn't lock it or anything special. They walk down the hallway to the next door.
Any belongings in that room he just left cracked open if we poke a head in?
No, but it looks like it's been lived in. It's got the beds, the beds, blankets, and sheets look like somebody was lying in it earlier. The bed's not made, right? And so, but doesn't. I mean, there's some gowns similar to what your room looks like.
Okay. Continue to accompany them.
And Dr. Friend says, now remind me what brings you here to Dorchester House? And he looks at, actually looks at Jerry. Looks like Jerry and says, "Hey, and you are," and he's like, there it is. And then it says Gladstone right on your pajamas. And he's like, Gladstone, yes. Mr. Gladstone, what brings you to Dorchester House? And Ed's just standing there.
You know, Doctor, I've been thinking that for about the past 15 minutes. I'm starting to
Take your time. Take your time. We don't, we're in no hurry here. We're no open heart surgery in Dorchester House.
I'm starting to think it's my bad luck is the reason why I'm here.
Oh, okay. And he looks intrigued. He gets this facial expression. Yes. Tell me more. He has his clipboard and he's got his pen.
I don't feel like myself often, and I feel that sometimes the things I remember weren't the things I did. But right now I feel like I'm here, if that makes any sense, Doctor.
It does. And it's good that is a sign of progress. It's a sign of progress. I'd have to look at your case file, maybe learn a little more, coming up to speed. But, this knowing and feeling comfortable with where you are, it's something that's a good thing, Mr. Gladstone.
What happened to the old doctor?
Old doctor, I'm sorry?
What, you just came here recently.
Oh, no. Who? Me?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I've been here for years.
Oh, Gladstone just came recently?
I'm not quite sure. I haven't spoken to each one of you in any depth for well, I don't think I've spoken to any of you, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think
How do you feel about that?
You may be on my schedule in the near future, if I'm not mistaken. And you are. This would be when you tell me your name. He looks at Mantillo. No, not talkative now. Come on. I won't bite. I won't bite.
That's true.
No?
Yeah.
You don't want to. That's okay. We take it step by step. If you don't feel
That's
comfortable
great.
telling us your name, that's okay. If you three are friends and you've come to trust each other, that's good. That's a good thing. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, some of us are friends and some of us trust each other.
Yeah.
Doctor, when is lunch?
Oh, lunch? Not quite sure. He looks at Ed. Ed's standing there. He says, "This guy, he's such a riot. What about you, dear?" And he looks at Agent Maya. He says, your name is your name.
Sean, Maya looks down at her chest. What does her name badge say? Is it her last name, like Canetta, or is it Maya, or what?
It would say, it would say Maya on it.
A period Maya.
A period Maya. No, just Maya.
Yeah. Maya just looks at him, cocks her head a little bit, and she says, "My name's Maya. I'm here because I don't believe any of this is real."
Well, and that's okay. We're here to help you. And while you may feel it's unreal, there are things that we go through in life that have that effect sometimes and may impact our perceptions of what is real and what is not real. It can be very philosophical in nature, but I assure you, you're here. So, for whatever that's worth.
Hey, Doc, what year is it? What year is it, Doc?
2015.
2015.
Yeah.
Huh?
What year
Excellent.
is it? What year did you think it was?
Yeah, that's about right.
Do you know who the president is?
Don't even remind me.
Oh God, those were the days.
Who's Boston, right?
Correct. Yes, Dorchester House. That's right.
Dorchester House,
Yep.
Boston.
Yep.
Good. Yeah. All right.
And when you feel comfortable to open up a little bit and tell me your name, you just feel free.
Thanks,
I hope to
Doctor.
see
That's
you.
really nice of you.
I hope to see all three of you in group.
I bet you do.
That would be great. I think
Lunch,
it would.
Right? That's after lunch, right?
Well, yes, but it would behoove you because I feel as though each one of you would allow the others to come out of their shell a little bit. Like, for example, the Mrs. Lady, I'll call you for now until you're comfortable divulging your name.
Because you can't read?
I'm sorry. No, I can read.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
You can't pronounce it? Mantillo.
Oh, that's right. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Right there. Agent Mantillo. Yes.
What's wrong with this guy?
My apologies. I didn't see it on your gown there.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I just thought it easier to ask.
Uh-huh. Are we going to go visit some patients that might be in their rooms?
Show us some other people who aren't here.
People that we're going to be in group with. I'd really be excited to meet them.
Oh, of course. And so he's walking down the hallway, and the hallway goes on.
Forever.
And on. And on.
So I stopped going on at some point.
Yep, you stop.
Like, I don't know, 100 yards, whatever it is. And I'm like, Maya, we gotta ditch. We gotta go down the stairs, see what's different down there.
You know, it's
you're
well,
leaving.
we can walk.
I just turn around and start walking the other way.
Sean, before this happens, like right before, Maya was trying to get a beat on, like, do these guys have anything in their pockets? Can she see that they're carrying keys, weapons? You know what I mean?
It's hard to say. I mean, he had a clipboard and a pen, but he didn't notice any keys necessarily. Even the
big key ring.
Even the nurse wasn't carrying anything. He's just in a nurse gown, nursing uniform.
So then when he questions Mantillo turning around, Maya's just going to say, "We're just going back to our rooms. This is boring."
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I think you could probably use some rest, so that's all right. And I may be later just to check up on you and see how you're doing. Okay. Well,
we leave.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, okay. All right. And he walks down the hallway and continues, and he goes to the next door that he comes to and opens up the door.
No one in there.
And he says, "Oh, yes. Okay. Well, very good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Okay. Yep. That's excellent. Excellent." And he's kind of standing in the doorwell, and you don't see the nurse. And he seems to be talking to somebody, and you can hear him. And he goes, "Oh, yes, very well. Okay, yep, that's right. Yep, oh, of course." And you're feeling better? Okay, excellent. Well, good.
And I assume we don't hear the other half of this conversation at all.
You hear a voice, but it's not very clear. But you can hear that somebody else is speaking. Yeah, yeah.
So when you say we went down and down, like went, it was way further than the normal distance we would expect between two doors.
Yeah, yeah.
And we hadn't seen a door, and then all of a sudden, apparently, he found a door right after we turned around.
Well, there was a door he was going to, but you were just walking. It seemed longer and longer than you anticipated.
So it was not an infinite hall. We actually did think there was a door there.
Correct.
We saw the door. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm still going to look for the door to the stairs.
From where you came?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go to the doorway that led to the stairwell, and you walk into what appears to be like a kitchen. There's a kitchen, and there's like metal tables inside, and a couple pots and pans hanging from some type of rack.
A knife.
Your weapons.
Yeah, there would be probably some utensils in there.
I'm going to look for that big 2-tine fork.
Yeah, there's a big one. You find it. As a matter of fact, you're scanning the room and you see like a gleam of light from somewhere, just bling, and it just hits the top of that fork, and you're like, you want to grab that one.
Do.
Okay. Maya, what do you do?
Put it up my sleeve.
This is like a kitchen?
Yeah. It looks like they, big stainless steel counters, island like on wheels. There's big tubs for sinks, big spray nozzle.
Yeah, like a big industrial grade, kitchen grade.
Yeah, cafeteria, kitchen.
Nothing, no chefs, no sous chefs, nothing.
No people.
Any windows?
No windows. There's another door on the far side. It looks like one of those kitchen doors, right? It swings both ways. There's probably a window in it so you can make sure you don't slam into somebody that's coming through the door.
Are there any refrigerators in here, or would we expect those to be through those doors maybe?
Oh, there's two. There's like one big industrial size refrige, two door stainless, probably 7 feet wide. Like it's a big one.
Maya's going to open the fridge, look for food that would have a date on it, check the date.
Yep.
And she'll find something that would have a certain smell. She's just trying to figure out how real is this.
Sure. Yeah, you open up and there's some containers in there, like things you would stuff cottage cheese in, and there's tape and dates on there and saran wrap on top of some of those. Some are bigger bowls filled with some type of material. You would assume it's food.
So she looks at the other two and says, this is all like less weird than the other place, right?
Well, the other place was, first it was in the past, and then you're right, there was weird stuff started happening. That's where people shooting each other and
it was real
dolls.
Weird.
Did we just go in the elevator and go down?
We can, sure. Which elevator?
An exit? So I looked down the hallway for an elevator.
You gonna go back out the door?
Peek through those kitchen doors before we leave, just to make sure there's nothing weird in there.
All right. I'll peek through the doors while Jerry's looking into the hallway, back into the hallway.
Okay. You look through.
I don't go through the doors.
You look through the door window. And it looks there's a chalkboard on a wall, and it's got lettering in different colors, like big cutout cardboard, construction paper lettering. It's strung together. Looks like it's going above the chalkboard. And then there's like little stools like out in a little wide area, and there's a couple bookshelves that looks to have some books on it.
What does it say? Like happy birthday or staff meeting room?
It says
or
welcome.
Merry Christmas?
It says welcome.
Okay.
Yep.
I shut the doors before Jerry can see that there's books in here. And there's nothing culinary about it at all. Like It looks like a meeting room for kids or something.
Looks like a preschool classroom of some kind.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know, Maya. It doesn't belong. It's not. It's a preschool. You said it wasn't weird enough. Now it's weird enough.
It's a preschool.
Yeah.
Maya, you asked what Maya was getting or doing. Maya's equipping herself with like a big steel lid for a pot as a shield.
Nice.
And she has a pot in the other hand. She doesn't want a knife. She's got a pot and a lid. She's like, we should check out the weird shit, shouldn't we?
You want?
I'm peeling and eating an orange while I'm walking down the hall looking for the elevator.
Yeah, if he left the room, I will leave the room with Maya. We gotta try to stay in the same plane as this dude.
Why did he leave? We said we were going to stay together.
Because that's what we do. Let's go.
All right.
So you turn to go back the way you came?
Yeah.
All right. And you're in the hallway that you ran into Dr. Friend. Yeah. And I mean, it would have been kind of around the corner, but you can go left is where you talk to Ed, the original Whist, and where you go right around the corner and where Dr. Friend went.
Do we know how to get to the security room from here? With all the cameras, like the screens?
Yeah, I think so. You have an idea of going. You probably have to go downstairs Actually, no, you would be able to go down the hallway and around.
It was in that cross building piece, right?
Correct.
So Maya's going to recommend that. Say, should we try to look at the security office to see if there are cameras that are pointing and maybe we can see an exit or something?
They see me when they're out there, right? Where all three of us are within sight.
Yeah, have we caught up to them?
Caught up to.
So Jerry left the kitchen before
Jerry was
us,
ahead of us. Yeah.
and then we came right out afterwards.
Yeah, unless Jerry, you were trying to ditch him.
No, I'm just making sure we're not playing silly in the door, out the door games again.
Nope.
Not yet. We'll
You
get there.
see, it seems fine.
Be
Like
patient.
you see Jerry down the hallway a little ways.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
let's try to leave the building.
That's what I was doing because I came back to the stairs. But you're right. We should go find
Elevator.
the normal stairs. The normal stairs.
Or the elevator.
Was there an elevator?
Yeah, we definitely didn't we come in an elevator last time you
We
were
did.
here up to the third floor?
All right. Yeah, let's go to the elevator. That seems good.
Code probably off. There's an elevator,
Oh,
right, to get up and downstairs for
Right.
buildings like this.
stairs it is. Stairs it is.
So your goal is to find the stairwell and then go downstairs.
That's the only way we had left.
Out the.
Now I'm confused. Like a different stairwell than the one we just came up?
Yeah,
That's
the
nice.
stairwell that we know where it is, as opposed to the
Yes.
stairwell that no longer exists because it turned into a kitchen.
Did we ever take the stairs? I don't know that we did.
Yeah, we went up to the next floor.
I thought we did the stairs. We
After
started.
we
Yeah.
crawled in the window from the.
Oh no! But in the
No, I
real
mean-
world, in the real Dorchester, we went up the
Correct.
stairs.
Oh,
I thought that was elevator action.
I
Oh,
thought that was
okay. I thought
elevator
that
the
was
whole
stairs.
time. Yeah, that was
Oh,
elevator.
interesting.
So we had the card.
Bad
We had the
memory.
key cards.
GM, you tell us.
the stairs would be near the elevator in most buildings,
Okay.
and you are there whether you
So-
brought it, you came up the stairs or the elevator. It's up to you on if you're looking for either.
I'm hitting the button. Bong.
Oh, okay,
bong.
so you find the
Not
elevator.
realizing-
Yeah,
Yeah, not realizing that the key card swipe things right above it, and I'm just like
yeah. You
hitting it.
hit the button and the
Yeah.
doors open,
Yeah, there's no security here.
and the light in the elevator seems to be like normal light. Actually, bright considering where you're coming from.
Go in.
Okay.
What are the buttons? What options do we have here?
You have 1, 2, 5.
Crazy
1, 2,
Town.
5.
Cracker House.
1, 2, 5.
Crazyville.
1,
What
2,
is it?
5.
What one does it say we're on right now?
It doesn't. The light doesn't appear for the floor you're on.
And the number outside of the door said what? For the floor.
There is no number for the floor that you're on.
Mm, interesting.
Just hit one.
One.
As I was eating my orange, I was just letting the peels fall on the floor. There's a bunch of peels on that floor
Excellent.
out front of the elevator and
Yeah, you had an orange.
down the hall.
Yeah, you had an
I was
orange
eating
in
an
the
orange.
kitchen.
I took it
Took
from
an
the
orange from the
Oh.
kitchen, and he
I
was
was
eating
walking
it.
down the hall eating it.
I got it. Okay. All right.
Sean
It
is-
was a little
is
bit behind
Jerry.
that. Yeah.
No, that's fine. I gotta make note of
Sure.
this stuff so that way
Yeah,
when
no.
the orange, if you come back,
When I say where are my orange peels,
Yeah, where are
and
your
you
orange
say they're not
peels?
there,
Exactly,
I get all
yeah.
mad.
so you get in
So
the
we're going down. We're going down to one.
We push 1. Press 1.
Get
The
out.
doors close.
Yep, they close.
When
And
the doors close, Sean, Maya says, "I fucking hate this shit." As we go down,
Yeah.
she is hating this transposed reality. She just hates it.
Is there a
Hates it.
camera in the elevator too?
there is.
I sort of stare at it for a little while.
Mug into it.
Evil
Mean,
eye.
mean mugging it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the
don't
elevator
flip it
seems
off,
to be
though.
going and going and going. You're,
Oh, great.
it's
Oh my goodness.
probably been a minute.
And it's not bonging to the second floor or nothing.
It's not doing it. You kind of hear, there's a
It
vibration.
feels like we're going down though, right? It feels like we're in an elevator.
You're not
going
sure
down.
if you're going up or down, honestly.
But it's
how-
moving a little bit. When
It is
started,
in motion,
And did it
or
start
somebody
going
is
down?
shaking it, but otherwise there's a vibration.
Right.
I'm picturing a bunch of demonic monkeys outside that are shaking the
The
elevator.
The gerbils are running in their wheels, but it's not going anywhere.
I mean,
When
in
it
all
first
sincerity,
started-
would you know if an elevator is going up or down?
When it first starts, absolutely.
When it first starts, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. So when we first started, did we feel it going down?
Depends on the elevator.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know, because
Depends on the
usually you
elevator.
just stare at the lights.
Depends
and
on
you're like,
how
oh, look, the next one and the next
fast
one, or
it
the digital
moves.
screen.
Yes.
We would
I
know
don't
if it's moving, though. I would say that.
Yes,
No,
for sure.
you know if it's accelerating.
You hear-
which is
Okay.
when it starts.
Except none of that applies because of where we are.
Right.
We're in the walk-a-beta. It could be going
Yes.
sideways, slantways.
Yes.
We don't even know.
Because when it's been a minute, Maya's like, oh my God. Should we press the stop button?
Is there
See
any
where we
music
are?
playing in this elevator?
No.
Kenny Loggins? Anything?
Music.
Girl from
Nice.
Mantillo.
Ooh, all right, we got to hit
Music.
the buttons.
Okay.
So when we first started, did we feel it go down?
Subtly, yeah. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
say
okay.
yes. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. You feel confident it's going down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we were in nowhere space between 2 and 5. And I don't know. What do you want to do? Press the emergency stop?
How long do we give it? Maya's kind of
We're dead?
resigned. Like,
Hungry? I don't know.
no.
What if we... So the only button lit is 1. What if we hit 2?
There isn't a 2, is there?
There's
You
a
said
2,
there's
1, 2,
1,
and 5.
2, and 5.
Oh, 1, 2, and 5.
So let's hit 2. See what happens. Not going to
I
hurt.
hit 2.
One
I
more
hit
stop.
2.
Whatever.
So as soon as you go to hit the button, you feel the elevator, and then the doors open, bing, and they spread apart.
Does the thing up there say it's on 1 or anything at all? Does it give any indication?
It does not.
Where I look out into the hall and I look for orange peels.
There are no orange peels.
I step out into the hall.
Okay.
Is there a phone in this elevator? Like an emergency phone?
Yeah, sure. Yes. Yeah. There's an emergency phone.
Maya picks it up
Okay.
as they're exiting. She sees it, opens that little steel door, grabs the receiver. Hello?
Okay. You hear like you hear static on it. Briefly, it's like we should check it. Abigail.
Hello?
And
Can you hear me?
And you hear
I heard Abigail.
and you
Did
hear
you guys
something.
hear that?
Like, hello?
Hi, who is this? This is Maya. We're stuck here.
And it's like, Maya?
Yes, who is this?
Hello?
I can hear you.
Maya,
Who is it?
are you upstairs?
We just got to the first floor. Where are you?
And Maya, and this person's talking, it sounds like a male voice. And I'm down in Abigail apartment.
Abigail's apartment? Abigail Wright?
Maya,
Who is
hello,
this?
Maya?
Does she recognize the voice, Sean?
Maya, hello.
I'm here. She's trying to let him go.
And you hear, and it sounds like a picture being taken.
Oh God.
And you hear
like a Polaroid.
Maya, hello.
Does she recognize the voice?
You do very faintly. And then so Mantillo and Mignon, you see Maya as she's like trying to talk on this phone, and as things are taking place, she says, hello. And then her face just goes white and she suddenly stops and just kind of doesn't say anything. And she's like holding this phone, staring into like in the distance. You seem, it seems like it sounds like you're talking to Mignon.
Oh, okay.
And then it goes dead.
What was
Give me
there,
a
Maya?
sanity check, Maya.
Big mouth.
Your big ear for listening to the phone.
Oh, 4.
Crush.
She's cool.
That was
She's cool and
close.
collected as she hangs the phone up, and she's like, looks at Mignon. She's like, "It was fucking you from 10 years ago in New York in Abigail's apartment. Of course it was." She storms out of the elevator like, "What the?"
Nice.
She's angry. Yep.
Nice. I will follow her.
We've got to get out of here.
The phone's just dangling by the
Yeah,
by the
Yeah,
cord.
it's just like
Yeah.
from the cord.
I go over to the phone and I listen to it.
Okay. Yeah, you pick it up and it seems
It's hanging. Yeah,
it's hanging there, and you don't hear anything. It seems dead.
And I look at Mantillo and I'm like,
I'm out of there. I followed Maya.
"Hello."
Does this look like the first floor that we know?
It appears to be what looks like the first floor. Is what you could tell.
Right.
It's like the
I think
first
we're
floor.
heading for the
Let's
lobby
go to
then.
the door.
And
Yes, we can find the lobby.
and
Okay.
Yep.
Jerry, what are you doing?
Hopefully accompanying.
I'm following. I would like to exit the building.
Okay. So as Jerry, you're walking out of the elevator, there comes from the opposite direction that Mantillo and Maya were heading. Kind of like they're heading down to the left. To the right, there's a figure kind of jogging quickly towards the elevator. He's like, "Wait, hold on a second." And he goes past you, like ducks into the elevator as the doors close. And you, for just a brief second, you could have swore that it looked like this person right here.
Testing our memory here.
Thomas Manuel.
One of the
From the
one of those-
apartment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say Roger Calhoun, but apparently it was Thomas Manuel.
Was he the guy who was in the apartment with the wiretaps that
tapes,
ran?
yeah, with the tapes and everything.
With the tapes. Perfect.
Give me a sanity check there, Jerry. Jury.
Dice, please. There we go. Yeah.
All right.
What happens? Nothing.
Give me a D6 roll, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry.
Gold, Jerry.
Tell him you rolled a 9 on a D6.
That's right.
Oh,
D6, 0. Amazing.
I always screw this up. D
/R.
/R.
I always put D. I don't know why I put
1d6.
D.
Do we not have the dice on ice and stuff?
I might have taken that out.
I don't
think you did.
Okay. All right. 5 points.
That's a number. That means we're on the 5th floor. It's fine. Don't worry
Cinco.
about it.
That's a bad number, dude. That's a very bad number. His head's going to explode into spaghetti when we get outside.
Again?
Run around naked.
Yeah. There goes
Right,
Jerry.
it's not you.
Jerry-
It's somebody else running around naked.
You are kind of feeling like, hey, you know what, not sure what all the hubbub is about.
I think
What
I
else?
was glad I recognized somebody.
Yeah.
Like I'm like,
Stone.
yeah, okay, yeah, I know that guy. Yeah, I know that guy.
All right. So you guys go towards
Lobby.
the lobby.
Exit.
Yep.
Normality.
Yes. And
Maybe.
there is a conference room there to your right.
Oh. Pretty
I'm
hard to
gonna
resist
open that
looking in
door.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it, Mantillo. We find our sleeping bodies. I am
Hey
jumping
guys,
right in there.
you remember? Nah, never mind. Never mind.
Okay. looking into the conference room door if possible, or into the conference room.
Okay. It looks clean, like nobody's used it.
Empty.
Empty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stuff's not in there. No cots. No us. Let's see what we find at the lobby. I'm a little worried that when we get outside, well, let's just figure it out when we get there.
Okay.
Shut the door.
All right. Shut the door to the conference room.
Yep.
And you see the lobby. You know, we have the security area and the metal detector kind of things, and the check-in spot. And that's
Anybody here?
No security there.
There's no security there.
Get out of here.
Did we sign in anywhere when we came in before?
Yeah, there would have been a ledger to have you sign in, check in. Yep.
Yeah, they gave us guest badges, that whole deal.
That's right.
Sure.
Check that, see if our names are in there.
I walk to their door. I walk to the
Your names aren't listed on the ledger.
What does Jerry find when he tries to go outside?
All right. So, Jerry, you open the door to exit the building. And you enter, the echo becomes quite prominent. And there's a sheen to what appears to be what you think would be the ground. And the roof, like, there seems like a roof above you. And there's an echo that comes through this. Even as you open the door echoes out into this room. And it looks and appears to be like a gymnasium. All the bleachers are stacked up against the walls, and there's a couple basketball hoops. And lines drawn out on the floor.
This is disconcerting. I was hoping to see grass and parking lot.
Yeah. You probably want to give me a sanity check, Jerry.
But were you expecting it?
Okay.
Ooh,
Wow.
success.
Well done.
Oh, look at
well
that.
done, Jerry. Like, it's just...
Jerry's calm, cool.
I really think I am just complacent.
Is it critical success, like a critical success, or is it just Jerry just thinking this is all good?
It's just not bothering him.
No. Not at all. You probably thought
these incongruous transitions will never bother Jerry again, is what it means.
That's right.
He's like, I'm cool. Gymnasium, beach, church, whatever. So, Sean, from the lobby, I'm picturing that lobby as a place that has windows that show you what the outside looks like. Does that look like outside, or is it the same sheen and other interior space that you've described to Jerry?
If you look out a window,
hoping
to see the outside, you will see. So if you're on this main level, you go out to the window and you look into another room.
Mantillo takes a moment and just tries to kick out the window.
Sure. No problem. As a matter of fact, you just open it.
No, that's not the goal at all.
Are you going to kick out the window?
Yeah, there's just been this rise of stress and pressure, and then this brief moment of hope that we got down the elevator, and then this gym, whatever it is, and she just smashes something, a wall, a window, it doesn't matter. Not a person. It does matter a little bit.
So, Mantillo, I'm going to point out two things. First,
barefoot.
First is barefoot.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second is I'm picturing Mantillo back in the real world as someone who every pair of footwear that she owns are steel-toed. All
combat boots. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
All
yes.
Whether it's
But
sneakers,
I also think that she has spent a lot of time doing martial arts and
yep. So she's
barefoot.
just wah,
Yeah.
Okay.
right. Smash it,
Smash the window.
smashes.
Smashes.
I head for the next door I see.
Oh
that I
yeah,
believe
you got to
leads out of
go
the
all the way
gymnasium.
across to the gymnasium.
Yeah, gymnasium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's big. There's like a sign that says locker rooms.
Yeah, and I'm just walking. Like I'm literally just da-da-da, let me
What-
go to the next door. Maybe that's
We
outside.
lost him.
Maybe that's outside.
Maya looks at the window that Mantillo just like violently kicked out. She's just like doesn't quite know what to do with that yet. Jerry's gone, so she's trying to place herself, Sean, in between, like the front door held open so she can still see Mantillo, and maybe she can see out into the gymnasium. Can she do that?
Sure. Yeah.
She's going to
I'm
be like,
good now.
Jerry,
I'm coming.
get that out of your system.
Thank you.
Jerry, wait. How
Yeah,
do we know
there's-
that's the way out?
There's a door. It's an exterior door. It's right over there. I'm just gonna go.
There are no exterior doors. He looks
Look,
back at
it's got a
Mantillo.
panic bar on it. It's exterior door. It
She's
goes
ignoring him
outside.
for a minute. That feels good for a minute. Just to
Right.
ignore him. Oh, feels so good. And then she looks at Mantillo and says, maybe we just need to try to find the people who are in here. Stop trying to get out of here.
Yeah. Maybe Abigail's here somewhere.
Right. There may be that may be the only way out.
Stairs
Jerry,
or
come back.
elevator?
I get to the door and
Stairs.
I
Crazy
hit
stairs.
the panic bar
Deal.
and look outside. What do I
Okay.
see? Outside.
You hit the panic
Right.
bar and you
Yeah, like I push it
you
open.
push it open and it looks like one of the hallways for the building.
Awesome.
Maya, it's not outside.
I know. Come back. We have an idea. Come on, Jerry.
I give it a serious thought
We're not getting out that way.
to just keep on walking and hitting every door.
Jerry,
And then I
We've did
let
this
go of the
before.
panic bar so it closes on its own accord and I walk back.
she waits for him holding the door open till he comes through.
Okay.
So I imagine that's a long, like, cut-dum,
Right.
across the parquet.
Right.
He's just like, Jerry, I don't think there's a way to like walk out of here. We got to find the people or find something. There's some key to this to unlock it. We're not going to get out of here just by like going forward. Let's go down those stairs and find out what's in the basement.
I feel like we need some juicy fruit.
What?
Yeah, let's go down the stairs.
As we walk in, I grab the paper ledger and the
Hey,
pen,
watch your step. There's a lot of broken glass here.
and I start feverishly writing in it.
Hmm.
I open to the next. I don't care if it has dates and times, like a logbook. I am just going to start writing things that are flowing into my brain.
Okay.
Because that feels natural to me writing now. So I'm glad I have paper again in my hand.
It's the
I don't have my
beginning of
phone.
a novel.
I was going to say, this next book.
Or is
I
it
wanna
the
cut
end
to
of,
this
or
one.
is it the end of an existing one?
Right. Maybe it's already written. You just don't
Right.
know it yet.
Don't know.
All right. So you guys are headed.
If we don't know how to get to the original stairwell that Mantillo climbed into, I think we're going to have to go back up and get to it that way. Go back up.
Well,
to
we
whatever
tried to get
floor.
to it and it turned into a kitchen.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think we can go back up and see if we can find people. Or maybe we just walk around this floor for a little while and see if we find some people. But up seems like the way. I bet we can get to the 5th floor.
What about the security room that I said I wanted to check that one? When
Isn't
we were
that up on the 3rd floor?
Yes, which we can't get to.
Right. Well, let's try the stairs. They were next to the elevator. Do we see how it works?
Stairs work so well in New York.
They did.
We found the stairs.
I don't know why, but on the next open page in my book, I start sketching the diagram for person
Oh, great.
in my book.
I like the fact that you're just walking along and like a guy on a cell phone, but you're hitting the pad.
Who is the one that saw the yellow sign in Abigail Wright's apartment? Was it you, Mignon?
No, Maya did.
I think two of us did. I was one of them.
Yeah. Probably.
I know Maya
You
did.
probably want to draw that.
Okay.
You probably want to draw that. For some reason, it's just this weird figure that stands out in your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're doodling, like, well, some people doodle stick figures, some doodle some weird landscape. You doodle this weird yellow sign.
He tries to draw person, but he draws that instead.
Well, yeah, that's where I start.
Sure.
I start with that.
Yeah.
I start with that, and then I don't know why, but there's a lot of occult studies buried in my head somewhere.
Yeah,
so
the
I don't know.
The yellow sign, because I don't know. Has Mantillo seen the yellow sign?
I do not believe so.
You know, Jerry.
Question. Have you seen the yellow sign?
Jerry, I don't know if Mantillo has seen the yellow sign.
Hey, Mantillo, take a look at this.
What are you doing, Jerry?
I'm not sure.
Jerry shows you a little something he's drawing on the tablet of paper or the ledger.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Folks start asking about. I'm just looking in my notes. I don't see anything about the yellow sign, so I think I will. I have not seen it.
You have not seen it, so.
But I will say that right after the yellow sign appeared last time, Mignon grabbed an antique porn book in my notes.
Mignon? Oh yeah. Let's not talk about that antique porn book.
All right. So let's see. Me think. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Give me a sanity check.
Okay.
Agent Mantillo.
Shocker.
That is a critical success.
Very well.
Because I ignore everything that he shows me because he's so
you erase it.
You don't even really look at it.
I don't even
you half look at it like whatever.
Okay.
Tear out the page and eat it. She's a tough one.
You
Mantillo.
see an unusual, strange symbol that you blow off. That seems that you've, not a big you probably are annoyed. He's showing you this thing, and you can absolutely just grab it and tear it apart or do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, I think I grab a couple pages and just rip them. Leave it on the floor. Crumple them up, drop on the floor.
And then you realize after you rip the 3 pages out, there's 10 pages with the same thing written on it. So there's like 7 more behind it.
Okay.
I just doodled them that quick.
Are they all slightly different? So you can do the thing where you like
flip it
and it moves.
The flip book.
It rolls like the rock rolling down the hill. It just rolls.
It rolls, like tumbles.
Have you seen the spinning yellow sign?
Yellow sign.
Remember those?
The flip book.
That would sell. That would be awesome.
Yes.
But I just want you to rip the 3 out and crumble them up, and then you look back at the book and you realize it's still the first thing that's on the page.
Yes.
And I grab it
good.
back.
Oh my God, Jerry, what's wrong with you? Let's
fine.
go find the stairs.
Everything's fine. Like,
Good. Yeah, you're fine.
right.
You're fine. Yep. Ah, shit. Now I sound like Dr. Friend.
Dr. Friend.
I'm just
Dr.
picturing
Friend.
how ridiculous we all look as well in our gowns. Maya's got a pot and a pot lid that she's walking around with. Jerry's got the big ledger he's drawing in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a ledger, so it's like
it ain't
Right.
small.
like a 365-day ledger too. It's like I'm gonna get tired after a while.
Yep. Gold leather bound.
Well, now it's a 362-day ledger.
And say
It's way lighter.
all good. All good.
How are we going to find these stairs, guys? Are we looking just for...
Right next to the elevator.
Yeah, that's where they were.
Yeah, you find the stairs. They go up,
Not down?
Let's go.
not down.
Let's go up a flight.
See if we can find this 5th floor.
All right. You walk up the stairs, and it seems like the same stairwell that you've witnessed before in construction. And it comes to one level, and there's a door, and then it continues up.
Let's keep going.
Keep going. Jerry,
Don't want to check. We haven't checked 2, have we?
Nope. I want to see if we can get up to the 5th
along.
floor.
My nose buried in the book. But I switched to writing my story in Russian.
right?
Better.
It becomes much more depressing.
Yes.
That's right.
We will never find a way out of here now. Lost forever. Where do you want to go, Mantillo? How high up?
I want to go as high as we can go.
We keep climbing, Sean.
All right, you up to the second floor, or the first door you come to is the second floor. The next door you come to is the third floor, which
Presumably
it's the same one that you have been at before.
Yep. Can we keep going?
No, it actually stops at the third floor.
the elevator had 5 floors.
Well, it had 1, 2, and 5.
We need to go back to 5. You get in the elevator and go to 5.
All right, so I step out of the stairs onto what I think is the 3rd floor.
Okay, it looks familiar, and it seems as though it's the third floor on which you've you toured the room.
We met Dr. Friend.
Push the elevator button.
Oh, you're going to get in the elevator from here?
Well,
Yes.
we'll find out. I'll push the elevator button. I don't want to take anything for granted here.
All right, you push the elevator button, and nothing happens.
Good.
It depresses.
Right. No light comes
There's
on.
no light that comes on.
It
No dinging.
depresses, all right.
Yeah.
All of us.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Depresses
That's
all of us.
It's the elevator of depression.
Yep, it's Russian.
That's right.
Otis.
Otis.
Dostoevsky.
And as you are kind of futzing with the elevator, you see this person down the corridor just briefly. He's kind of whispering to you, He's whispering down the corridor to you.
It's like carousel of NPCs tonight. That looks great.
Why is his ear stapled onto his head?
Yeah.
He's got a wire. He's got a wire, man.
That's not all that's wrong with him.
No,
So how's he?
That's part simian, I think.
How is he dressed?
He is dressed as like a patient.
Ah.
And he's holding what appears to be something furry, like a cat.
Hey,
Hello.
Yes.
oh, how you doing?
Good. You? How are you?
Oh, we're doing great. Thank you.
It's great.
Who's your friend there?
Oh, this little guy.
Yeah.
He's my friend.
Yeah, what's his name? What's your friend's name? Is he coming towards us or anything, or are we walking towards him?
Yeah, he's walking towards you.
Okay. What's your friend's name?
Cuddles.
Puddles. Great name. Great name. What's your name?
Says my name's I'm
Sime?
I'm Mr. Wild.
Mr. Wild.
That's right. Mr. Wild.
Awesome.
Yes, that's right.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Wild, and super nice to meet you, Cuddles.
And you can hear the cat purring, like in his arms as he walks closer up to
That's a
you.
relief.
Mr. Wild, when is lunch?
I don't know. It changes and varies.
Where are you off to?
Well, I wanted to come and see what was going on. I'd heard you earlier wandering the hallways.
Oh, yeah, with Dr. Friend?
Yes, that's right. And yeah, I heard you in the stairwells as well.
Oh, really?
That's right. Yes.
Do you know why the elevator's not working anymore?
It's sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Have you been to the 5th floor?
Yeah.
The 5th floor, the 6th floor, the fifth floor. It's all relative.
Of course it is.
I think there's some eye contact on our side where we're realizing it's the same level, the same plane.
Same whack out.
Mr. Wild, how long you been here?
Oh, it's been a few years, I think.
You were in the military? Army?
Yes. I was in the Army.
Yeah. What war did you fight in?
I didn't fight in any war.
Okay. All right. Who'd you serve with?
Lots of people.
I mean, what
Branch of
battalion?
the military.
Oh. This place in Europe.
Oh, so you served in Europe. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Huh.
You?
Yeah, Air Force.
He says, I'm just kidding. I never served in the military.
Huh.
Anyways.
That's funny.
Where are you guys?
How'd you get here?
Oh, I'm not quite sure.
You live in New York?
Oh, I live here.
Well, now you do, sure, but before.
No, I used to live in California.
Oh, California, huh? Sure.
Yeah.
Huh. Did you hear about that kid, Ed Wind? What was his name? Ed Win? No, Ed Wist. Ed Wist.
No. Never heard of him.
No. He was here too. He's from California. I thought maybe you'd know him.
What about Lila, Kim, Alvin, Ray? Any of those names mean anything to you?
Oh, maybe, yeah. They might be some of the folks down the hallway.
Bill Bass?
You're here?
I think so.
That's distinctive.
It's been a while since I've seen him.
Are they on this floor or like lower in the building?
It's all relative.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends.
Don't you see it?
I pressed the elevator button a few more times.
I look right at Maya. I'm like, don't you see it? It's all relative. It's here.
When he's saying this, the pot hits him in the knee, like bing.
It's like
Cut him off.
rings,
like
yeah.
clink. Yeah, like bing.
Bang.
Shut up.
Can
Can you take us to one of their rooms? We've been looking for them all over tonight. We can't find them.
Why are you looking for them?
They're friends of ours. It's been a long time since we've seen them.
What do you,
almost like forever
so
since we've seen them.
What are you doing here?
Good question.
Same thing we're all doing here.
It's like
Right.
you guys don't seem like all the rest.
We don't-
The rest of
We don't fit in. Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
None of
We're
us should
not.
be here.
Yeah.
we're and I lean in real close and I say, we're undercover.
Well, what are you undercover for?
A secret. Can't tell you. But we're investigating.
But if you were undercover, why would you tell me and you wanted it to be a secret?
You seem really trustworthy. You and Cuddles.
Part of his cover is telling you that he's undercover.
Maya adds, it's
They
Dr.
don't believe
Friend.
it.
It's Dr. Friend that can't know.
Mm,
Right.
Okay for you to know.
Okay. You guys got
Yeah.
something against friend?
No,
Nah, he's a good guy.
we're just
He's
investigating.
helping me.
Oh. It's helping you, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mr. Wild, what was the last thing you remember before coming here?
Mm. I don't know if it matters anymore.
It doesn't, but it might be a good story. And I get my book out, my pen.
Maya says he's a novelist.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I feel like novelists are people that hate novels.
Guess I never thought of it that way.
You ever read Clown in the Park? Or Clockwork Little Lady?
No.
That's me.
Not a big reader.
Can you show us where those rooms are?
Yeah, sure, I guess I can. Like, what are you just looking for a place to sleep? You just looking
No,
for
we're looking. No, those names we mentioned, we're looking for our friends.
Yeah.
Dr. Friend didn't know how to find them, and we want to try to talk to them.
It seems kind of odd. Like your patient's
Yeah,
here, but
well,
you
we are
have
odd.
friends here. You guys feeling okay?
Don't you have any friends here other than Cuddles?
No.
Even though you don't read, you haven't heard of Don't Go Up the Stairs? I mean, that was like a bestseller.
Sorry, man. I've never read it before.
The pot rings out again against his knee. Bing!
Like
It hurts, Jerry.
it's gonna wake up with a bruise.
There's
there.
hoping.
I don't know why you think it's strange that we just want to see some people that we used to know here. I'm not trying to trouble you. If you're busy with your cat, that's cool.
Oh,
I thought maybe you could help.
yeah, sure, man. Lady, I can
Awesome.
can show you, I guess.
We'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's see if we could find it. This place.
This place is a little messed up. I'm still
Yeah.
like pushing the elevator button every now and
Hey,
then.
man, if it does, lady.
Yeah?
I don't know why I keep calling you man. Look, lady.
Yeah.
I don't know if that
He's
thing's
manly.
gonna open up any faster the more you
I
push
don't
it.
either. I don't either. But
if it makes you feel
it
good,
makes me feel better. Yeah, thank you.
it's maybe all that matters.
Pretty much. But yeah, let's go see if we can find these people. That'd be great.
All right. Let's see if I can
Thanks.
round them up. Sure. And then as he turns his back to you and starts walking down the hall, looks, see if you guys are following him, and just kind of
We do.
walks. And as he does, it's like there is so he goes down the hallway, turns the corner, and it should be the same hallway that friend was walking down, right? But it looks a little different. It's got carpeting. It's not a tile floor. And it opens a little wider than a typical hallway. And there's looks like a waiting room. Like you would walk into some clinic, like a waiting room with some chairs. And there's a TV. And there's a woman looking at the TV. And she's just sitting there staring at it. And
Is that him?
as he kind of walks, he kind of waves his hand and, "Hey, Dorothy." She just staring at the TV.
Huh. Dorothy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A waiting room, you said?
Yeah. It's like they had a TV and some chairs, lounge chairs, carpeting.
For a way.
You go right through it, right?
Yeah, there's a way through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like a hallway.
I think we just nod at Dorothy.
Mm-hmm. And he stops, looks at Dorothy.
What's wrong?
Well, I don't know. Just wanted to see if she would do anything.
Sometimes she's like the elevator.
Maybe.
What do you mean?
She's been known to speak with individuals that are no longer alive.
Spirits?
That.
Maybe. I guess you could call them that.
In her head, Annette is wondering, and she talked to people who are in the real world. But she doesn't say that.
Anyways, we should probably
Maybe we'll
keep
come
going.
back here.
I rip out a page of the ledger and I put it in Dorothy's lap as we walk by.
What's on the ledger piece of paper you give her?
It says, "Hi, Dorothy. I'm Jerry. Nice to meet you." That's it.
And as you do that, you maybe turn, you can see out of the corner of her eye, she looks down she just kind of looks at this TV intently and then doesn't even notice you're there. And then as you go to leave, out of the corner of your eye, she just looks down at the piece of paper, holds it like her two hands. And then she looks over and puts the paper back down in her lap and starts looking at the TV again.
Okay.
Making friends. Keep going.
Okay. And so he continues and ends up going down a hallway and he says, "Well, is this who you're looking for? Maybe in this room?"
Maybe.
Okay.
Is there a name tag or anything?
Yeah, there's it says Darabandi on the room plate.
Darabandi?
Darabandi, yeah.
Is not one of the names from what we're looking for.
It doesn't ring a bell.
And the door is open, like kind of not wide open, but it's open, probably a foot. And there seems to be somebody in the room.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
Find out.
Yeah.
Might be
Let's
going
go
by a
in.
different name now.
So
nothing else, guys.
who's going
Maybe
in the
this
room?
person-
Who's going in the room? Who's going in the room?
Maya,
I will go through.
Who's the first one in the room?
Maya, it's fine.
Maya is.
Okay.
All right. Rock on.
Okay. All right. You walk in, and there seems to be what appears to be a smaller man, and looks a little unkempt and looks ill, honestly. But he's bundled in what appears to be expensive silk pajamas and slippers.
Or like a GM mink coat, maybe.
Or maybe. And he looks and his eyes have a frantic, lost look.
He says, Mr. Darabandi.
He says, yes, yes. And he gets up and he walks over to you. And he grabs your pajamas. He says,
I was going to say my
clutches
lapels, but
you.
it's actually jammies.
Your pajamas. He's, you know, may have killed somebody.
So she's white knuckling her grip on her pot and her lid.
That's
But her
right.
hands are at her sides, and she's like, "Who did you kill? Let me go. Let go of me, then you can tell me."
It's the king. The king told me to do it. Boy, girl, boy. He starts laughing. He says, but it was only a dream, I'm sure.
She uses her lid to bring it up between the two of them to try to separate his hands from her, to try to break his grip.
You notice when you do that, his hands are visibly raw and they look waterlogged and peeling, as if he'd been doing heavy work in the water. Give me a sanity check, Maya.
Mm-hmm. Oh, critical success.
Critical success.
No trouble with the sanity checks tonight.
Guys are
Winners.
just
Yeah. However,
going
however you want to narrate this, she is breaking his grip or trying to break his grip. She does not want to be held by him anymore.
for sure. Yeah, with that, no problem, Mike.
And just to clarify, did he say a girl, a boy, a girl?
This is a boy.
Well, it was a boy, a girl, a boy.
Oh, boy, a girl, a boy.
But it's just a joke. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, no, nothing. I'm just doodling. I'm not actually writing it.
Says, you can tell us about it. And she kind of shoves him away, like, but don't grab me.
Okay. All right.
We're looking for some friends of ours.
Yes.
She names them again, Ray, etc.
Ray.
T-Long.
T-Long. Okay.
Lila, Kim, Alvin, Tommen.
Yeah.
Have you seen them? Are they here?
No, I don't know. I don't know any of those names. What are you doing here?
Looking for them.
I know.
Do his clothes and hair also look like waterlogged, Sean?
They don't.
It's just his hands.
Yeah, just his hands.
Mrs. Darabandi, have you read Don't Go Up the Stairs by Jerry Gladstone?
No, I haven't.
Oh, that's a shame.
You are missing out.
I'm Jerry Gladstone, the writer.
Can you
The
believe
novelist.
it?
Oh,
Yeah.
see.
So a king, you say? Can you describe this king?
It grabs you. The king. What is it to describe the king? There's a mask. Yellow robes. Why they call him the king in yellow. Like his breath is just hot on your face, Jerry. He's so close. His eyes are just wide.
So as I'm jotting this down, as he's holding me with my hands and my jammies, I'm writing it on the same page as I have one of the symbol drawn, the yellow symbol.
Since you did it 10 times.
So yeah, I have a bunch of them. So I'm assuming Mr. Darabandi would see it as I'm writing in the book.
Yes. Yes. That's right.
I see.
And he lets go of you and he like smooths out your pajamas, like so, as if to like you grabbed him.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's like, hey, sorry for unwrinkling your pajamas. Yeah. Did he have you kill anybody?
Not yet. I look over to like Maya and
Don't look at me when you say that.
Good.
Yes.
Maya's trying to put 2 and 2 together in her head right now, and she says,
Getting 17.
Yep. No, she's getting
2 and 2 equals 3/4. What?
Well, yeah, 2.5. She says, "Is there a book or story or something where you found this king? Reference to him?" She's remembering back to the whole book that connected everybody together.
Oh yeah.
This king? Can we read about this king somewhere?
King. You may be.
She's steering clear of him.
Yes. Hold on a second. One moment, please.
I like that for once we're hiding.
Yeah, we tried that.
With all of Jerry's occult knowledge, would he have any insight into whatever this man is talking about?
I don't know, honestly, if Jerry would know what the reference is to. But
check.
I would probably think maybe a little bit. No, I don't. No, not in the conventional means. Like it's not something you look up in a cult book and go, oh, okay, this guy, yeah. How much time do we have left? Edwin, you gotta go. Get out of here, Edwin.
I think you're muted. Yeah, you're muted.
I said 6 minutes, but a solid 6 minutes.
Okay. We can
Let's do it. We can solve this.
Yeah, in 6 minutes.
Yeah.
6 minutes.
I feel like we almost have this scenario over. Yeah.
We're pretty much there.
You're
right?
like right there. Just right there for
It
sure.
feels that way, Sean.
I know.
Every day.
No.
Like a toilet bowl.
Yes.
Deeper and deeper and deeper.
Why don't we pick up with Asa Darabandi on the next one, and you guys can stay there, or you can move on.
Awesome.
I think that's a good spot.
The Darabandi.
Ending with
Oh my god.
as he asked you to kill somebody. That's a good spot there.
As he asked you.
That's a great spot to end.
This has been a Litterbox Studio production.